Honored friends, welcome to today's poetry series. We shall be dealing with poetry number 185, which title is Learn to Enjoy Disagreement Creatively. Even the teeth and the tongue disagree sometimes. Followed by the story, Peter was the first disciple called by Jesus Christ, the great Lord himself. He followed Jesus every inch of the way, and Jesus declared that he was Cephas, the very rock on which he would build his church. All the disciples, therefore, deferred to him with due respect and hung on every word that came from him. Paul was not part of the 12 apostles. No one had heard of him from the beginning, and he had not met Jesus personally or physically. Worse, he had been the active enemy of the early Christians. He encouraged the brutish stoning of Stephen, and he kept the garments of those who stoned him to ensure they were not soiled by the martyr's blood. He had not stopped there. Paul, then known as Saul, had stopped whatever he was doing to concentrate on eliminating the Christians from earth. It was on one of such trips to kill all Christians that Jesus struck him down, blinded him temporarily, and called him to serve him. Few could believe he had been converted truly, and even the apostles could hardly believe it. They were very cautious of him. Even if he had been truly converted, he was supposed to have been learning under Peter in humble docility. However, Paul did not study under Peter. That at least was tolerable to some extent. But come to think of it, Paul dared to challenge Peter in public and actually rebuked the spiritual capo himself. How? The very idea. No one could have imagined this development. What did Paul know? Yet indeed, Peter was wrong. He was still ensconced in the Jewish presumption that they were holier than others and could not eat with them. Paul had advanced beyond that limitation, and it was critically important to him that the Jews did not expect the new converts to kowtow to Jewish traditions or mentality. So when Peter exhibited his limitation toward the Gentiles, Paul put aside the fact that Peter was his boss. He gave it to him well in public. One could imagine the scene between the two apostles that day, yet one never heard that afterward, Peter and Paul became enemies. Together, they worked for Jesus with their individual strengths and gifts. Indeed, even the teeth and tongue may disagree sometimes, but they remain together. The takeaway as well is, do not allow your perspectives to blindfold you other people's perspectives. Consider others. God bless you.